welcome back to another episode of the Degenerate Cardboard Enthusiast. My name is Terry, and this here is Artie. And Artie's a big boy. Man, you got big. Woo! Let me go put Artie down now. So in this episode, I just want to showcase some of the playmats that I have acquired throughout the years. I've been playing FaB for around, I'd say since 2021. So it's about 3 years. So I started off with no playmats ever. I never did any TCG, so no playmats. I see these playmats back in days are like oversized computer mouse pads. But something about FaB got me into wanting to collect these playmats. I saw those premium things. Back then I couldn't really get one unless I'm willing to shell out like $100, $150. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. Eventually one thing led to another. I started really snowballing and I collected, I'd say close to 100 or over 100 playmats. So I'm gonna go through them one by one, and some of them have a story to it or some of them don't. But let's start with these three. I have here Heart of Vandal, got from Pro Tour New Jersey. I have Video, which is Pro Tour Lille, but of course I never been to Europe in my life. I bought this off of somebody. And then the Arc Knight Shard, which from Pro Tour Baltimore, which I bought from somebody there around the spot. So this one, at that time, I couldn't get it from anybody. They were like charging around like $300 to $350 playmat at the venue. They're like, no, I don't think it's worth that much. I don't want it. Same thing with Lil. Of course, I couldn't buy it from there because I wasn't there, but I bought it later on. I think I bought it during Worlds San Jose for about $200. So I bought this, I think about $200. And this one too, I bought this one actually in Baltimore from a friend of a friend. He's like, you want it? I was like, yeah. I was like, how much? I was like, I'll pay you $200. He's like, yeah, sure. Pay him $200 right on the spot. So this in total, that's $600 worth of playmats right there. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so originally I wanted to use the top-down camera, which you actually see right here with the stick, which is my top-down camera. But you see the stack is so high up that it couldn't show the rest of the thing. So maybe when I get low enough, I'll just switch over to the top-down. So let's start off with what I have here, which is Become the Arc Knight. Right, this one, along with High Octane, along with Glint the Quicksilver, and Oasis Respite with Blazing Aether. So these are the ones I got from the Calling Tokyo, the premiere, which I did not go, but I had a connection or a person that bought me some of these things, and I was like, okay, I had to pay for it premiumly, obviously, because nobody here is gonna do this for free unless they are a good friend of mine and I have to, help them in the past. But those are it. Now, next one is Up the Ante. I traded this because when I went to Hartford, I went and I got a few of those packages that had the Show No Mercy playmats, and I was able to trade with Gary Lee, I think, from Singapore or something like that, and he had the Up the Ante and also Golden Sun. So I had 3 of the Show No Mercy, so I traded 2 of them for Up the Ante and Golden Sun. Next, there you go. That's the Show No Mercy. I think I have another one extra somewhere down here, so we're gonna go through it one at a time. Okay, this one is a cute one. This one is the Scar for Scar, but a chibi version from Red Riot Games. So if you see here on the side, Red Riot Games, there's a big company in Canada, and they used to host a lot of Discord events and all that stuff, and do a lot of things for FaB. I don't know so much about now, but I remember they gave this out to one of the events that they had. They were selling it, and I really wanted, but they sold out. But luckily they made more, and as soon as they put them out on their website, bought it right away. So look how cute this thing. I brought it to a bunch of my events before. I played on these. It's nice. Okay, next one. Oh, this is upside down. This is the Art House Syndicate. This one of those things. I love art house like alternate art things from art house syndicates where they commission the actual artists who from FaB, either like FaB artists, people or artists that does art for FaB. And this one, I think, Phu Tiêu, and a Vietnamese artist. And this is Swarming Gloomville. Look how sick that is. That is so beautiful. Okay, let's move on. Tall Timmy team. Timmy, I still try from time to time. I still talk to him, and hopefully he's doing well. And hopefully he'll come back to FaB one day. But this is his first playmat he ever had team. He gave this to me, I think, at a Pro Tour, New Jersey. Now this one is made. This is hands down my favorite legendary in the whole entire FaB game. Shock Charmers. This one is actually a prize wall ticket. I think it required like 2,000 tickets to able to get this thing, and I got this at Pro Tour New Jersey, and it was a collective cumulative collection between like 5 guys all together to getting side events tickets, playing all the side events to able to get this. So it was my brother, my friend Phil, my friend James, me, I think with Mitch. So like all 5 of us were able to finally complete it, and I got it signed by later on in Pro Tour Baltimore by Iswati, which is the artist for it. He also sold his own LSS. Actually gave him his own playmats or shock charmer, which I also bought. So you'll see it down the line. This one I got from World San Jose, and I got it signed by Wisnu Tan, La Rush Bello. I spent like almost I think $1,500 off of playmats over there from that thing, and we're gonna talk about it in a second about that whole debacle with Channel Fireball. Okay. I also gotta try to keep that thing while I'm moving these playmats over to the side so that I don't have to clean them. This one, World Championship, I think in Barcelona. This is my favorite Fable in the set. Library, great line out of Solana. I first met Federico Musetti in Pro Tour New Jersey, and I also bought the metal version of the Library Solana and also the Canva print of it. But then when they came out with the playmat, I gotta have it. So I bought this one. I think I bought it for like $150 from a person. There you go, show no mercy. So I got another one. I might be selling this one, so I'm gonna put this to the side because this one I might be selling or trading it for somebody. I might trade this for like, you know, I always wanted the Archangel Avalon from the Calling in Birmingham, I think was that. Okay, Adult Chain, bought it in Pro Tour New Jersey again. This one I'm looking to sell, but nobody really wants it. I already have a second one. The second one has the sign. This one is not signed. Alright, this one, man. This one was hard to get, and I can't remember for the life of me how did I get this one. I must have bought this from somebody, and this was only awarded to content creators when you get the content appreciation kit, and they give you like all those extended art Rainbow Fall, Herald Protection, and they gave them the the playmat. So this one was very exclusive, and I really don't remember how I got this thing, but I bought it from somebody, I believe, and I thank him so much for buying it. Okay, Surgical Extraction. I don't remember how I got this either, and I think I bought it from maybe Tyler Broden, one of those things. Okay, this one I either got it from Worlds San Jose or Pro Tour Baltimore, but I bought it just for hell. Okay, this one's definitely from World San Jose because it was signed by Sam Yang, and Sam Yang was the only time I ever met him was his World, which he was willing to sign only 2 things from you, but if you have playmats, he'll sign as many of his playmats. So look at his signature, it's so nice too. Like he has one of them like the really good looking signature. Okay, same thing. Adult FaB. from Sam Yang again. You got the signature right there, Sam Yang. And Delphi. Then this one I got it from, I bought it from the actual artist himself. He had some extra from like one of those callings or battle hardened or wherever it is from I think from Europe. I forgot the artist name, so I'm sorry because I think his name is Jacob something maybe. This is Flail Agony. He gave me a deal to getting all 4 car playmats. I think so. I originally only wanted 1 or 2, but he's like, hey, you get all 4, you get a deal. I was like, great, fine. So here's another one. He did. It's one of the. I had 4. I got 4, but I stole 1 of them. So this one is the Quicken, the second Quicken token, and then Shakedown. So these. So next, the other one was like the one with the robot. I didn't know. I don't play too much. I think at that time that was Dynasty, so I didn't open up that much Dynasty, so I didn't know the name of it. Or maybe it was Bright Lights and Dynasty. I didn't really open, so. But I like this shit now. Next, here's another one by a few Theo, another Vietnamese artist with alternate art. Again, Art House Syndicate. These playmats are premium. All these Art House Syndicate playmats, they're heavy and they have premium. Here's another one, same artist. So that means I got 3 of his artwork, and this is Exude Confidence. I remember first time I ever seen the artwork of Exude Confidence in Martin art, and I was looking at those legs like hubba. He really knows how to draw legs. And then this one I was so salty when I missed the drop for this, and it was sold out right away. This is the alternate art Command and Conquer, and I couldn't find this for the love of God. Man, they were selling for $100, sold out right away. I missed it, nobody could get it. But then I went to one of those Super Armory thing where I was a vendor there, and somebody won the raffle. I remember it was Liam. Liam won the raffle for this, and I told him, say, hey Liam, you know, I'll buy this from you for $100. So yeah, let me know. So he went, okay Terry, you can have it. I was like, yes, I got it. I finally got it. And look, these things are heavy. These are much thicker than your usual playmat, and I'm so happy to this. Crucible War, I don't remember when I really got this, but I think I bought it during the time where like Crucible War was like, you know, like the whole hype of Fab. So I think I paid for a pretty penny for this one, more than it's going for now. So this one is the later model of the Combat Chain one. This is a 2020 edition, not the 2019 one. So this one is a little darker than the original one. All right. So this one is obviously it's not Fab, it's a Pokemon, and this is from that Charizard UPC. And I really originally wanted just because the UPC because of playmat, but turns out I was a little disappointed because the playmat's a little smaller than your usual playmat. So, but I still kept it because it looks nice, Charizard. Okay, here it is. Alternate art, Tales of Aria, Channel Lake Frigid. So this one was originally from TCG Player Bundle, and at that time when this was available, people didn't really care for it. They're like, oh, it's just a playmat and all that stuff. They didn't know at that time because LSS never told them, or people had to find out. But this was an alternate art because you seen if you play Fab, you know that they have 2 versions of this, and this is the alternate art version with the fox and the colors was more pretty. Then when people found out, this playmat became very sought after. Here is one of the Armory's event, Blossoming Spellblade. I just love the color for it. Aria did an exceptional job when it comes to colors. It just pops like crazy. It's one of the most beautiful set, mainly because the many different colors, the pink, the green, the blue, and all that whatnot. It's just beautiful. Crown of Province Pro Tour. This is from Pro Tour Baltimore. I think I sold all of them except for this one. So this is my one and only. Uprising Dromite, Adult Dromite. This is when Rudy still were available. Like he was still awarded playmats to sell along with his bundle. So, but then if you guys know, people start complaining, LGS start complaining, how come he gets exclusive and playmats and we don't, and we're here holding it back. It's like, motherfucker, shut the hell up. Like, that guy put in like $500,000 to $1 million on the start of a company that nobody knew about and got him exposure to the thing. So what? So he took a big gamble and it paid off for him. So why shouldn't he be able to reap the reward? But unfortunately, LSS listened to the loud, whiny bitches, and now he doesn't have playmat promos anymore. So. I got this. I paid more than I should. I think I bought this for like $100 or something from like a guy from Singapore. But still a beautiful playmat. Look at that thing. Fall. Okay, so this one is from Aria again. Look at the color on this thing. It's ridiculous. Even though this is a playmat that a card that nobody really plays on and stuff. But look how beautiful that is. It's such a beautiful card. Fulminate, that's the name of it. Uprising. I like this because it's just the whole entire scenery. This came out along with Rise to Ashes, and I like this one more. Contrary to public opinion, people like the Rise to Ashes more because like the girl was more focused, more detailed. But I kind of like this is the whole entire war thing. A lot of things going on, fire, volcanoes, war going on. So I like this, and this is actually, I think, the only card that has the name on the set. So this card is called Uprising, and the set is called Uprising. So the set is named after this card, Uprising. There is no other set that has the name in a card. Like Welcome to Rape, there's no card called Welcome to Rape. Arcane Rises, there's no card. And you get the point. There's no card called Tales of Aria or Monarch or anything. This is the only card with the name of the set. Okay, Phoenix Flame. I bought it about that same time. I think I bought this one like $40. So, Genis, what you need. Fun fact: this is actually named after a person in New Zealand. His name was Genis, and his tagline was like, "What you need." Like whenever you ask them, it's like, "Hey," he's kind of like the best person to reference him to is like Hema Patel. Hema Patel is that merchant the bazaar, Hammurabi TCG, and you could always ask him and he'll have cards for you. So Hema Patel is like the Genis in the US as Genis is this in I think Australia or New Zealand. Okay, Illuminate. I got this. I think this is one of my first playmats I ever got. So I won this off of a raffle. This is I think a pre-release or maybe a skirmish at Unison's Game Cafe. Shout out to David on Unison Games Cafe. He did a raffle drawing of this, and literally seconds before he called my name, I was like, "Oh, I love playmats. I'm a playmat horse. Like, let me win this." And he called me. He's like, "Terry Tai," and I still kept this thing to this day, only for him. So this one is DM Armada. This is his second playmat that he commissioned, and I love the artwork because there's so many things going on. Let me try to get this a little closer. Okay, so you have, obviously, this is his own character. You got Kasai, you got Prism, Kano, Ohim, you got the fire-breathing girl, and then you have Lexi with Icelander, and these are like meeps. These little monkey little things, they're like meeps. So it's very pretty. Funniest thing is when he showed me this in his phone, because when he didn't make the playmat yet, and he would show me the art and all that stuff, and God bless his heart, he's such a nice guy, and he's very PG and all that stuff. So we were talking about the boobs, and he's like, "Oh, I'm planning to probably make it a little more PG, less cleavage." I'm like, "No, keep the cleavage." And you don't know this. It's like, you gotta have the waifu effect. You got it. So he kind of kept it a little bit, but he was I guess because he's a teacher and all that stuff. But I was a teacher and I didn't give a crap. Spiel Shadow. This is from I think Channel Fireball when you could buy like a case of Monarch, which is heavily jacked up price because of Channel Fireball doing that artificial scarcity, and you could buy that and you get you get a playmat. So this thing was very abundant. Alright, so now this card, Edge of Autumn. Such a crappy weapon, like functioning wise, because it's like, I think it costs 2 to attack for 1 and automatic go again. But the artwork is so nice, and believe it or not, this was a very hard playmat to get. This one took me like a couple years. I only recently got this like a couple months ago. Finally, somewhere a rose somewhere and somebody had it up. I bought this thing for $150. Expensive, or maybe $125. But this was hard to come by. So and it's a nice thick. It's thicker than most FaB playmat. This thing, because it's one of the older models. I guess LSS made it thicker, high quality back then. Okay, Lavia Redeem. I forgot who I got this from. It's one of those things. I think I bought it for only like $40. Stained glass. This one, when I first saw it, I really wanted it. I just love the art on this thing. Dusk to Dawn. I think I got it off for somebody where I just traded them like packs and stuff. Like, because I was a vendor at the, I don't know if I did it there or I bought it from somebody, but I felt like I traded some of my booster packs because I was a vendor there. And it's like, hey, I'll trade you some packs. Just give me this playmat. Like, I think it was $40 worth. So, but look at that stained glass. It's so freaking beautiful. Beautiful. And you have Ohim right here. And yeah, actually, most people don't realize. I just realized right now. That's Ohim. Do I recognize him? Of course, obviously, that Bolton. And that's the Dorinthia. This might be Prism. But there's a lot of things going on. Oh, I just realized there's a lot of Easter eggs in here. Look, I'm pretty sure there's more if the more you look at it. But let's continue. Oh, this one. All right, so let's talk about this. This is what the whole Channel Fireball debacle with the at Worlds. This playmat, along with the next one, which is the World Playmat, but we're gonna get back to that, was the first 2 to sell out before even the event started. So when they announced Worlds for San Jose, and they showed that, they say that this playmat will be available for people to purchase on site. You have to physically be there to buy that playmat. They put out that tweet like months in advance. So me and like hundreds of other people were, unbeknownst, they're like, okay, we're gonna go there, we're gonna buy. But fucking Channel Fireball, a day before, the night before, or the day before, or the day before. So, you know, let's just say the event started on Friday, Thursday, or Wednesday, or Thursday morning, Wednesday night. They dropped it online, made no announcement about it. Say to purchase any of those playmats. They had a lot of playmats along with this, and the FI and the adult, the adults dash, and also the Blood Rush Bellows, and many more. And they dropped it. They told no one about it. Just told the judges that are there, and those judges, along with a few of their friends who they shared it to their friends, went and bought it all up. So when it came to Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, which I was on a plane going to San Jose that morning of. So when I still remember, I was just sitting in the airport like early in the morning. Did not hear anything about it. By the time I landed in San Francisco, I got a call from my friend, Phil. He's like, "Yo, they're selling the playmat online." I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, the Nectar Mechanoid in the World's Playmats already sold out." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here! How the fuck are they gonna do that?" So it was sold out, and a majority of it was those people who were buying it online and having their friends pick it up. So Channel Fireball was able to cancel a lot of them, or like those people that bought online. They were given a chance for that Friday and that Saturday to come pick it up in person. And no, you can have your friends pick it up. They say you have to have your photo ID. So this one I actually could not get. It was truly sold out. That's why you don't have it, it's not signed by Sam Yang. Sam Yang is actually was the one that drew this. So I bought this, or I traded this like months later from a person, which I trade a lot of dragons, like Marvel dragons for. And I was still salty to this day because I really wanted it to be signed by Sam Yang, and this is one of my prized ones. So let's go back to this one. Let's go to this one. This one was sold out again by what you call it, all those people that bought online and hoping their friends could pick it up for them at the venue, and then they could flip it or whatever. So of course there was like a lot of them surplus left over. So what Channel Fireball did was, for a Sunday morning you could buy it. So whatever is left over, those people didn't pick up, those will be back on the market. But then you also you just have to line up. So we lined up here around like 6:30 in the morning. Venue opens up like 8. So 6:30 in the morning. We were, believe it or not, we weren't the first one online. You know who was the first one online? The 3 guys from 3 Floating. Sam, Aiden, and Jacob. And this is before people knew about them. And my friend Phil played against Jacob, the one that played Hawk from Cobra Kai. And that day before, and it's like, yo, guess who I just played with? It's like the kid that plays Hawk from Cobra Kai. I said, oh, he's here. And he was able to do, what's his name? Chris Sire a favor and got Jacob on stream or Fab on Seal to open up a box of Dynasty. And Chris Sire was saying that, oh, you know, get him to come in and I'll hook you up. So my friend Phil was like, okay, yeah. Phil was able to uphold his event, his side of the agreement, and Chris Sire did not hold up his side. He didn't do anything when Phil asked him, say, yo, you gonna get anything? He said, nope. No, he just kept dodging the question and never did anything. And yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I already told Phil, it's like, yeah, I don't really trust that guy. But that's neither here or there. And we got it signed by MJ Fatizio. MJ, we had a good talk about this. I talked to her a lot because she was sitting at the same desk with Sam Yang, and everybody was lining up to Sam Yang to get signed. But MJ didn't really have any original piece other than like a 1 or 2 things. But she did draw this. But when I was having a conversation with her, we found out that she was responsible for this and all the backs of Flesh and Blood. She designed the border, she designed the logo, she designed everything. So she was the pivotal role for everything, artwork style, logo style, even though the Flesh and Blood logo, the World's logo, that's all her. She drew this. And one of the Easter eggs she actually told me about this. Let me try to get closer in this. You see this little heart here thing? This is actual like model with actual lake or in New Zealand. So if you actually go and look at the map for New Zealand, you'll see a lake similar to this, and it's like the heart. It's the heart, so it looks like the heart. So that is actually made like a real event, modeled by a real event place in New Zealand. So was able to get this for her from her. Great. Now let's talk about these. These are, I'm actually doing collection of the places of Rave. I did a little collection where this is from Pitts, Volcor, Metrics. See all the places. Solana. This one, wow! How I got this was just sheer luck on my end. Where the guy who I bought from, I bought the poster of Candlehold from him, but he left it at his hotel, so it got delayed. So the hotel had to send it to him before sending to me. And he was giving me some options of, hey, option 1, I'll give you the refund back, and I won't send you a thing. Option 2, I'll sell to you this for $150, and so you just pay me $75 more, and I'll sell it to you for $150 because I originally wanted this, but he wanted too much for it. And then I was like, how about option 3? You continue sending me, you still send me the which is the postal candle hole, and I'll pay you the full 150 to get this. So what? He's like, sure, deal. So I got this thing for 150 bucks. This is very hard to get, and I remember the first time I ever seen this playmat, I really wanted it. It's such a nice, really the color. There's all the knights coming in. This is the storyline with Dorinthia, where she was going to that event where the knight this one year she was young, and the knights will go in there, and it's a big celebration. But then it's kind of like the christening of knights type of thing, where you go into this sword room and the sword will choose you. Like a sword would come out of nowhere and choose you, kind of like, you know, Harry Potter type of thing, where the wand chose Harry and all that stuff. So if you look at the artwork of Singing Steel Blade, where that's when the part where Dorinthia came in, and she wasn't actually supposed to be there, and she wasn't supposed to be a knight, but because she is the daughter of a blacksmith. But then somehow she got there by accident, and then the Dawnblade showed up and chose her. So that was a great lore between like a nice underdog story. So this is Solana. Now you have here is Arya with the world of Arya, the forest and everything, because the forest is its only living being. And then you have Everfest, the carnival. This is beautiful. I got this for like I think 125, 150. Such a beautiful playmat. And again, there it is again, the world race. But if you look closely, this one's more sought after for me, or more valuable for me, because this one was actually signed by MJ in Worlds. I should have had it signed in silver so it pops out more. But this one I'm keeping, signed by MJ herself. And this one is, I bought it at Pro Tour Baltimore. This is the one where it's like, you know, the swirls. You have a dragon here, and you have a girl here where I think this is like Solana. You have a bunny here, waves and all that stuff. The dragon, you still see the dragon. So there might be more stuff, but for now, that's all I see. Mountains like Mysteria, Mist. I got more Pro Tour Baltimore. Oh, I didn't know I had an extra one, so I might sell this one. I'm gonna put this on the side. Okay, here's the Archangel of Protection. This one's beautiful. Such a beautiful playmat. Reckless Swing. I don't remember where I got this from, but I love this playmat. I just love the card, because this card has won me so many games and lost me so many games, and it's just a love-hate when it comes to Brute. Mary Lion. This is the sigil of solace for you know, like Singapore, Malaysia type of thing. It's beautiful. I love it. Laying down for like, yeah, I think my friend Phil bought this for me, and from Tyler, and sent it to me. Okay, this one was Steve Argyle, Caloria, but Saint from Fable Hunter gave this to me. Rudy. This one, I think I bought it. Whew. All my playmats just dropped. Rudy, I got it signed from him, 2013. I think this one at Pro Tour. I think Pro Tour Baltimore. He came to Pro Tour Baltimore, and I had him sign this thing. Here it is. This is what I was talking about before. So this one I bought from Iswari himself in Pro Tour Baltimore. He had like 50 of these or something like that. Yeah, and I was the second one online. I bought it, got it signed. Beautiful. Like this one, you can see more of her face. You see the trees and everything, but the other one, the trees are more like hot pink. This one is a little more in a purplish side. I bought it anyway because again, it's one of my favorite. It is my favorite artwork for Legendary. Same thing, bought it from Iswardi himself. You can put the picture is very faint. Premeditate. I also bought like show shackles and adult arachne from him, but I sold those. This one, of course, is dear to my heart because this is actually at World San Jose, where it's James White. Every single day for like hours and hours, and people lined up just to talk to him, and he gave this playmat and he signed it himself. And a lot of people were just went online just to say hi, blah blah blah, whatever, and then immediately took the playmat and put it online for sale. For me, this is one of those things where, you know, it's holds sentimental value to me. Got James White. You know, can't really find a creator like him that has this much passion for a game like this. In James White, we trust. So this one, oh man, I bought this. How did I even got this? This is again one of my favorite playmat, along with the Shock Charmer, the Solana, the World Playmat, and this is one. There's more, but look at this. Such a beautiful playmat. I think I bought it for like $150 to $200 for this. I attended of the first ever RTN in the US, August 2021. I played Chain, trying to win this. I went to the middle of nowhere in LGS in New York, like not New York City, but New York State. We drove, my friend and I, Sue, which we don't play FaB anymore. We drove 3 hours to this event, hoping that we won't find anybody crazy there. And guess what? Yuanji, again, Adam Mansfield, Michael Fang, Fino, James, and all that stuff. They were all there. Fino was just started to play, like Fino and James. They were two friends. If you ever seen Fino, you always see James, and they're like twin. But not that many people know James. But Fino and James was there. They're like one of the first few. They just started playing FaB during that time. And of course, safe to say, I did not win that event. My friend Adam actually won that with a Katsu. So this one, World San Jose, I think. I got it. Link below. Beautiful. This one, I bought it for somebody. I think for like 100, 125, 150. Alpha Rampage. Great card. Unfortunately, worth nothing. It's like 25 cents for a Majestic from the first set. Reprinted to oblivion. This one, it was one of 4, but I think I sold the other three. My brother gave me this. He had 4 of them because he got in early from the Rudy package, and this along with like 3 alpha booster box, and also a brick of the hero starter deck and a playmat, and it came up to like $199 or something like that for it. Imagine that, 3 alpha boxes for $199. He came in early, so he bought I think 3 of them or 4 of them, whatever he can. It's like Skirmish. Finally got this when Skirmish, the first Skirmish season ever started. It was, you get a chance to win this, and what was that? 8 heroes, 8 of the adult heroes, I think, or 4, or is it only the first 4? Cold foil, and it's random selection, so you don't actually have to win the Skirmish. And all Skirmish was pretty much hosted on Discord online because the world was shut down at that time. So we were playing all players around the world. So I was playing against people in Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, all that stuff, Canada. We were jumping around. My brother and I were playing so much FaB during that time because it was so active. You just had to stay in your computer chair with a setup with a camera and webcam, and you could join in a skirmish from all over the world as long as you know the time difference. And our first skirmish that we entered was by Compete Sport by George, which Compete Sport no longer exists. George is you could still find him on like Louis' podcast, May the Zoo Be With You. And at that time, that skirmish was 120 people, and you times that by $30 per head, and you didn't have to have the space for it. Discord was free. So $120 people times 30. That's a lot of money just made by and that's all what was LSS stand for. They just wanted, the LGS owner, the LGS to make money, and man, they were making. And LSS provided the pricing, like I say. So let's just say you entered the 120 event, and they'll randomly select the winner from there like weeks later. Like if you either win a Cold 4 adult hero or this playmat. I unfortunately got none. The first time they did it, they did 2 waves of pricing. The first wave, I got nothing. Second wave, I got an adult Reinhardt. It was great. I traded for adult Bravo. And then for that adult Bravo, I forgot what the fuck. I traded something for it. And it was such a bad trade. I don't even want to think. I think I squat. Like, I erased it from my memories how bad that trade was. But long story short, I finally got this one. And this one. Here comes Skirmish Season number 3. Razor Reflex. Skirmish Season number 2. Command and Conquer. Finally, we got able to go in person. The world started opening up in Skirmish Season number 2, and they gave you, like, winner gets the Command and Conquer. And I won this in Brothers Grimm game in Long Island. And we drove out to Long Island. It was like a hour drive, hour 15 drive, all in Long Island. And only 8 people showed up. So we cut to top 8 right away, and everybody got a young Cold Foil Prism. And I was playing Iro, and somehow I won the whole thing, and I was able to get this thing. And this is actually the one playmat I actually earned. Red Ledger, bought it from my friend Nick, and he during I think like a pre-release in for Tales of Aria, he was like coming to me, "Hey Terry, you want this?" I was like, "How much?" He's like, "Give me a price." I'm like, $100. He's like, "Fine, give it to you." So I got this for $100. Whisper Oracle, don't remember exactly how I bought this, but I think I bought it for somebody for like maybe $125 at that time. Same thing with this one, I bought it for somebody maybe like $100. And this is like later on, years later. Swarming Gloomveil, got this from Everfest from TCG Bundle. So I got this. And this one actually, I think at that time it was like the bots were like going crazy. Like you could you had to click like crazy to get this playmat. Spring Tiding. This is one of the skirmish events that I really want. This is when Everfest just came out, and then they had the skirmish, and the winner gets the Spring Tiding. And I was a Benji player. Of course, it has Benji, and this is a Benji card. And I still couldn't win. But I got this from Yuanji. Yuanji sold this for me for like $50. It was like perfect. He won that event and he sold it to me. Okay, Everfest. This one is from Rudy. Shimmers. I think I traded this for somebody at Worlds or like Pro Tour Jersey or something like that. It's a beautiful card. Look at the girl, waifu. Oh, beautiful. Okay, this one, Crucible of War. Massacre. I bought it for somebody. Don't remember where. Oh, this card. Flying Center. Again, Crucible of War. I really wanted this playmat for a while. Couldn't find it. Nobody wanted to sell it to me. Nobody. So I traded this later on for. I had a Rainbow Foil Arcanite Skullcap. At that time, Arcanite Skullcap was going for $150. Alright, and this now is going for like $75. Arcanite Skullcap now is only like freaking $30, $50 at most for Rainbow Foil. But there was a time when I traded and then the Arcanite Skullcap went up to like $250, $280. It peaked like at $300 before Everfest came out and came out with Everfest came out and they reprinted the Arcanite Skullcap. They call it the Doe Cap. And then it went down, and then Crown of Varvins, when it came out, Uprising was the final nail in the coffin for Arcanite Skullcap. Nobody wants it ever. So this thing, now think about retrospect, it's about the same price for Arcanite Skullcap Rainbow Foil now. But if I had traded before like Everfest, Arcanite, that would have been a bad trade. Okay. Crucible, Gamma's Love, don't remember how I really got this. I bought this somewhere. Gorganian Tome. Gaze of Ages, I bought this somewhere. I don't remember where. Oh, this one I bought it from a person. I really want this playmat. Nobody wanted to let go of this playmat because it's such a beautiful card. It's just the color, the purple and the pink. So beautiful, and I finally got it. I bought it for like $150. Caustic Commotion, I still love this card. I feel this card is undervalued. And it's a PvE card. Definitely a PvE card. Okay. This one, I think I got it from my brother. He won the event for the pre-release. and Brothers Grimm, and he got this this playmat, and I got it. So this one is also from San Jose. One of the playmats they have. They had this. So this is the Luminaris, the OG Luminaris. Got signed by Prima. Same thing with this one, Prima. I also had the Dorinthia ones, where the adult Dorinthia, the young Dorinthia, and also I think the Steelway Supremacy. But the thing is, I sold those three, and I'll tell you the reason why. The artist rubbed me the wrong way. Every time I go to him, he was either like on a break or like doing something. Once I kept coming back to ask her, I was like, oh yeah, are you? So he finally, one time he was still on a break, he was like sleeping or something. I finally got him. He's like, I asked him, hey, are you still like, when you're gonna get off break here? So he's like, I'll sign for you right now. All the other artists, like, you could have a sign for free, because you like anything, all these playmats you buy goes directly to them, so they're already making money. So they'll give you the shadow sign or like for free type of thing. So see how this thing is signed like shadow. So he did like they all do it for free. This guy was charging $5 more for every shadow time. So I just told him, okay, just give me the free one, the regular sign. But the thing is, because I wanted free, he just like scribbled it on, and he just did whatever, and it wasn't a straight line. It was just like all like chicken scratch type of thing, and it wasn't straight. It was like type of thing where he just rushed it. He's like, whatever, bang. And I looked at him like, oh god, it's like, this guy didn't give a fuck. He really thinks like, oh, because I want it free, like he doesn't want to give, put more value into it type of thing. And when Prima did this for me for free, Federico Musetti did this for me for free, Wisnu and like did it for me for free, I tipped them. Like, okay, here's some money, thank you for your type of thing. Like it wasn't like I wanted it for free because I'm a cheapskate type of thing. I gave him a tip and all that stuff. But like this guy from the Dorinthia, like he rubbed me the wrong way. So I sold those playmats right away. Like, I don't give a crap. It's like, you have it. Like, I don't really like that. Here it is, Monarch, like Zoo Confidence. Look at those legs. Woo, beautiful. I love this card. The Vanguard. Got this from actually like Malaysia, Singapore. This took a while to get to me. I think I bought it for like $75. I still remember it. It took like 2 months to get to me. Nourishing Emptiness, The Calling. I think there's The Calling in Vegas. It was nice because you actually you can see all the depth between every single hero that Katsu, Kano, Bravo. He's just looking from far. Ira. This one looks like Azalea getting, I guess that's the bow and arrow. She's getting mauled by like wolves, and then here's the Dorinthia with a spear through her. Celestial Cataclysm. I actually got this from the pre-release at King's Game. I think Kingslayer game or King's Game. They didn't really have an event. They just have bought it. You just go in there, buy your pre-release package, get your 6 cards, and then get your 2 cold foil cards that he had, and then you leave. But then they also like once 20 people actually got it, they take a you write your name down the list. Once they hit 20 people, they roll a D20, and whoever they rolls on that number and will get it. So I actually rolled, and they rolled my name, and I got a Celestial Cataclysm. This one I bought for somebody, I don't remember. Hero Triumph. This was actually a judge playmat for the RTN. So if you did RTN, you judge for an RTN, the first one ever, you get this card along with the extended art of that. This one was from a Rudy bundle, so you actually could get this or Roofmine, which I have. I think, you'll see it later. So you either get I think you get 2 boxes, or I forgot how many boxes. I think you get 2 boxes of playmat and I think a promo card. It was a cold foil Urza. Was it Urza? Cold foil Urza or cold foil Plasma Fed. So it's a random. You get one of each. And he was selling for $1,000 during that time because of the hype of Monarch. Eclipse. Again, that was you could either win an Eclipse or Celestial Cataclysm. My friend at that time, Wilfred,
he was new to the game. He actually won this, and then like they rolled again with King's Game. He rolled it, he won this, and then they rolled again, and I won the Celestial Cataclysm. And I wanted this one, but he and my friend didn't want to trade it for me. I had this one Sue later on. Sue, and I told you the friend that we went to RTN with, we drove like 3 hours to get there. He actually gave this to me for free. He's like, you know what, Terry, you can have it. I was like, that's a good friend, you know. Doesn't matter about like, you know, monetary thing. Sue is like good guy, he knows. He's like, you can have it, Terry. So that's why Sue, I still talk to him. Wilford, you know, you think about it. He wanted. I was willing to trade a Celestial Chasm for that. This sort of thing. He wanted more. He's like, oh, I'll take that with the first edition Crucible War. I'm like, you know how much of the Crucible War cost at that time? It's like there was no way this playmat thing. He didn't even know anything. He just wanted more stuff. So you could tell who's your really good friends or not based off like how much they're willing to give back or something. Herald Erudition. I got this from somebody. Pay a pretty penny for it. Love it. Very hard to actually come by because these playmats, these angels, these heralds, they were random. They were giving out randomly for army prizes in LGS. So some people might get like the Ravages, some people might get like the Rebirth, but and it's hard to get the Erudition. Riftbind again from Rudy. You got to get the Illuminate or Riftbind. Crown of Seeds. This was a Star City Games buy a box or buy a case promo to get this. I bought this for $100. Was more overpriced than I wanted to at that time. Pre-release Tales of Aria. This is Corsham. This at that time nobody knew that this was actually the Fable. So this is the only time for a pre-release they gave out Fable as a playmat. Tales of Aria. I think I got this from Rudy, right? Rudy was the one that, don't correct me if I'm wrong. I got this signed by Mark Poole when Pro Tour Baltimore. Here's another one. Mark Poole was selling this. I think this is called Brainstorm. Looks like a brainstorm. And then this was also Channel Thunderstep. Got it signed by Mark Poole. Channel Mount Heroic. I think this was Star City Games again promo that you could buy. I got another Channel Lake Frigid. I think I bought one. This one is Post of Eisenloft, Post of Volthaven, and Post of Candlehold. This is the Post of Candlehold I was just talking about before with the Solana playmat. So thanks to this playmat and the fuck up, I was able to get. Alright, so this one I traded or I bought it from some guy and I picked it up at Baltimore and I showed it to Federico Musetti and he's like, oh, that looks good, that's a good playmat, all that stuff, because he's the one that created this. And he decided, you know what, I'm gonna sign it for you. And he went above and beyond. Not only he signed it, he put down #1. I don't know, didn't have to, but I love that guy, Federico Musetti, man. He is such a good guy. Great. Here's a series of his art. Tomotai, Emperor. I got this Tomotai Emperor at the Worlds. This one is Asphalt. Worlds. Also, here's the chain from the Pro Tour New Jersey. This is the one I was talking about. Signed. And is Adult Lexi, signed. Ursa, signed. Mango, signed. This one I bought it from somebody, and then when I found out that he was signing at Pro Tour New Jersey, luckily I live nearby, so the next day I brought out my Mango for him to sign. Look at that artwork, it's crazy. Look how brutal this shit is. And pulverized. So pulverized, funny thing is, when I went to Federico Musetti booth and I bought his library, and also both library, the metal and the Canva. And at that time, he wasn't selling playmat. And then my friend Phil came back to me. He's like, "Yo, he's selling playmats with the," and he showed me the pulver. I'm like, "What?" Like, so LSS just dropped it on his desk. Like, "Here, you could sell all these playmats." So it's the adult chain, young chain, adult heat, Lexi, young heat, Lexi, mangoes, all that Ursa, you know. So this one, people were like freaking buying this and selling this for like $500 online. So I don't think it went for that much, but like people are buying for like $350 something because it was exclusive. He now sells these, but these are only one with zone in the Everfest. The ones he sells now doesn't have Everfest and doesn't have the zone. So this is one exclusive one. Okay, and going back to this is the one I was selling for Tokyo. So we're at the end now. So we have here is the Random Ledger, the High Octane again, the Crippling Crush. Oh, this one I'm not selling. This is the new one I just got in the mail today, which is the Alternate Art Enigma. This one I'm gonna keep. And I got the Spring Tunic for the Japanese one. The Japanese one doesn't have the face. The American one has the face. And then the inner chi I'm not selling. So that is it for my playmat. And this is actually gone on. I'm at 2% on my phone, so I need to charge the phone. And let me close it off for now. So good thing I actually caught that and ended that video right there on the moment, because as soon as I stopped that recording, my phone died right on the moment. So I was very lucky in that part, or else I would have been talking to myself and the camera would have been dead and just talking for God knows how long. So that is all the playmat I had. I didn't count how many playmats I had in there, but as you saw, this video ran a lot longer than I expected. That was like over 50 minutes of me rambling on and showing playmats and talking about the backstories and everything. Man, so I want to close it off with the things I also have in the background of my art. And if you remember, if you went back to the very beginning when I showed the 3 playmats, I also had the Shock Charmer metal print right next to it too. I forgot to mention that. But then I have here is the metal print of the Library of Solana that I got from Federico Muzzetti at Pro Tour Jersey. He had it signed, and I also have it signed by James White and Alan Hale, from one of the LSS like founders type of thing, where he is in charge of like organized play. I have this one here by Mark Poole I bought from Baltimore, and I had it signed, him sign it, but he signed it on the glass, and the glass was a little too reflective, so I actually took it out because this is metal. So I keep it like that. This one is by Iswari, again, have it his sign, and this is like a print type of thing. And this was one of the first ones to sell. It's just a paper print type of thing, but I had it framed. And then here, so these 3 things I got from Pro Tour Baltimore, and this is the Marvel Codex of Blood Rod. And a lot of people, when they saw me carrying around, said, "Oh, why didn't you get the frailty? Blah blah blah, the frailty." I'm like, motherfucker, shut the hell up. So I like what I get. You want the fucking frailty? You go collect your own frailty kind of thing. I'm not getting. I don't really like the frailty artwork. I like this artwork more. So I will get the artwork that I like, and I'm gonna hang it on my fucking desk. I mean, in my motherfucking room. So that's all I got from there. If I show you the other side of it, it's pretty messy too, because if you think about it, all I'm doing is just standing from one side of the room and the other side. So if you actually look at it, if I turn this way with my light, this is the other side. See, with the metal print, and you turn back this way, there's my other side. So my room is actually very small. But this is my office, and this is where I have all my printing and all that stuff. So that's it for you guys. Thank you for, if you actually watch this all the way to the end, I thank you. Most of you have already clicked off when this was like, this guy's rambling on too much. But if you want to buy more of my dice, which I have here, these FaB dice, I'm the one responsible for these dice. Check out my website at tiescards.shop. That's tiecards.shop. If you want these streamer dice in it, I do still have them in glitter, clear,
solid and marble, and also I only have a few left of these brood chants, which I'll get. And in the next coming week, I'm gonna be having spectral shield, steam counter, heavy hitter, damage dice, which go from 13 to 18, and also from 19 to 24 damage. I also have like new tunic counters and all that stuff. So I'll see you next time. Peace.